Lando, reigning F1 world champion, thought I'd start with that. How was the first day of running in the new McLaren for you?
It was just nice to be back. Nice to be back here. Nice to see a number one on my car. So pretty cool, pretty surreal still. So good feelings. Yeah, just to be back here. Our first day on track. A first time that everyone gets to see the car in one piece. It's literally not been built until this morning. So it's an incredible thing. Nice to see it all come together. Nice to see all the hard work that everyone does. All make that car, and then I get to go and have some fun and drive it, which turned out to be a decent day. Today was really just a first understanding of the whole car, understanding just how it works, really, going through the manual of everything. So a productive day, but it's one that's really about just figuring stuff out, making sure things are working as they should, understanding things, getting our first picture and all of it. So yeah, a good day for me just to be back driving again, understanding some of the differences, but a good one for the engineers, the mechanics, the whole team, to get the first look on the regulations of this year.
Yeah, I mean, still definitely a lot to learn, especially on the power unit side of things. Just how you get the most out of it and how you go the fastest, basically. So, still plenty of things to learn there. But I think we kind of understood some of the problems, some of the limitations, some of the things that are just different compared to last year, both on the power unit and the car. Because obviously the car itself is it's got a lot less downforce than what we had last year as well. So just getting used to that and how that feels has been the biggest thing we've started to get ourselves into.
I think it's a very positive test, to be honest. I mean, we had lots of mileage on the car, which was the main focus of the test. The car's feeling nice to drive, no major issues, no porpoising, which is pretty good news for all of us. It'll save us a few years on the back. So yeah, all in all, decent few days.
It does look like you've been able to really hit the ground running here, getting out of the pit lane straight into some longer runs. So that must give you a good amount of confidence as we move on to Bahrain.
Yeah, I mean, the car so far has been working well, but it's not about how well it works. It's about how quick it goes around the track, and we don't really have an indication of that at the moment. But we're sort of in a reasonably good place, but I'm sure things are going to change a lot between now and the next Bahrain test, and then I'm sure people are going to be bringing upgrades to the car. So still very, very much early days.
Yeah, I think was a pretty good shakedown. We did a lot of laps also today. 90 laps, so really good mileage for the team. And I'm happy because been learning quite a lot about the car, and just looking forward to be back in Bahrain.
I know it's very early days, but you did say yesterday you were potentially going to try some shorter qualifying style runs. Did you get through those? What are the first impressions on that side?
Yeah, I mean, we at the end of the day we kept it very similar to yesterday because the main goal was still to do long running. So definitely we try different modes and just to have a better understanding of the battery and how it behaves. Definitely today was a bit more focused on soft tires. Also long running with soft tires, just to see how the car was responding, and especially how the PU was responding with the higher speed into the corners. So it was very interesting.
Yeah, I think overall pretty decent. I mean, the first morning I didn't get to do too many laps, also with the weather basically. But today was good. I did a lot of laps. We learned a lot. Still a lot of things that we want to look into and do better, but that's normal, I guess. And in general, for us, with the new engine, to do the amount of laps that we did is very nice, and it's a good start for us. So positive, but it's still very early days.
Look, we knew it would be a very special moment to be here for the first time with RB22 with our own power unit. So it came with that special atmosphere and tensions, and the last few months and weeks have been incredibly hectic to be ready. But ultimately we were ready on Monday morning to run, and I can only take that opportunity to say a big thank you and well done to everybody back in Milton Keynes, chassis side, power unit side, because that was incredible to see the car going out at a few minutes past 9 on Monday morning with our own power unit. So look, we knew this. We have to do our homework and we have to go it step by step. Nonetheless, we got quite a few laps yesterday with Isaac, which was a positive day. Starting to learn the power unit, starting to learn the car. Today the weather was a bit more difficult, as you have seen, and Max drove in the morning. We only got one run worth of dry running before the rain came. No chance for dry tires, but some good learning on the wet. Unfortunately, didn't end up in the right way. But what is important that Isaac is okay, and we'll try our best to see to repair the car and to see what's coming next.
It's been a positive one. Obviously, the first day was a tricky one because driving on the wet in those conditions wasn't easy, especially with a completely new car, completely new system. So to make sure that everything was working properly in those conditions was very difficult. But I think it's a very good experience and a very valuable experience going forward in case we drive on the wet during a race weekend. We'll at least have that experience already, which is a good thing. And the last 2 days been positive. I mean, again, all the tests we wanted to do, what we had in mind, we did. And now last afternoon with Lewis, which I hope will go through the last couple of things we wanted to try, and then we'll start focusing on Bahrain.
Yeah, I would definitely say more enjoyable, but we definitely have work to do to improve, of course, like everybody does. But I think we've had great debriefs. Everyone's really on it. I really feel like I really feel the winning mentality like in every single person in the team more than ever. So it's a positive. We know we've got work to do. Mercedes have done great running as well. I think Red Bull and Haas did some great running as well. So we don't really know where we are, but I think it's a solid first week, and we can really build from here. So. There may be some big leaps that we're going to need to take. Development's going to be key. Just making sure we leave no stone unturned, and we're just really clear and concise with our communication and the decisions we take. And it's going to take all of us to be at our best. And I'm just seeing that everyone's really coming with new energy this year, which is great.
Well, overall, it's a positive session that we had both conditions, wet at the beginning and dry at the end, that we cover tons of lap all over the week. That it's good. It's good to put 160 lap on the board each day, and this is important to collect in order to collect data and to prepare Bahrain in the best conditions. But overall, it's really early stage, and the most important is to be able to complete laps.
In terms of mileage, yes, we've honestly had a pretty strong test in terms of reliability. So that's been a box ticked. In terms of expectations, it's very hard. Obviously, we don't know where anybody else is. So yeah, it's that'll still be quite unknown for a while. But the main thing is we're getting the laps down that we want to, and learning what we need to about our car.
Arvid Lindblad, full-time F1 driver. How was your first day out on track here at the Barcelona Shakedown?
Yeah, really good. He obviously was very happy to run today. The plan was to run yesterday, but obviously with the rain it got delayed. So I was very excited to get my sort of first proper go this morning. And yeah, really enjoyed the day. It's been really good. We've run, without really any problems. So full credit to everyone at VCarb and also at RBPT and Ford for the support. I think on that side it's been really good. And yeah, we got through the program. There's some bits to work on, but generally I think it's been a positive day, and I'm happy with how it's gone.
Yeah, how much are you enjoying getting to grips with this 2026 car? Obviously, you've driven previous F1 cars, and how's it all going from your side?
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. I mean, obviously, it's very different to drive, so it's exciting, and it's fun also to drive an F1, but you feel it's different, and thinking about how can I make a difference? How can I get the best out of all the different parts of the car? Because it is different to drive. But no, it's a journey for all of us because it is very different to what was there last year. So we're all learning together, and I'm enjoying the sort of start of this journey.
Wow, a good 3 days, a very, very good 3 days of running. We sat out Tuesday along with a lot of other people because of the weather. A huge learning curve for us. New power unit, of course, new power unit manufacturers, but Rebel Powertrains with Ford, their partner Ford, have done an incredible job. The engine, the whole power unit has run very, very reliably, and we've had a. I don't say we were expecting problems, but we've been pleasantly surprised with how well things have gone. It's enabled us to just get on and do our program, and the engine guys have been doing stuff in the background, lots of tests and things like that, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Yeah, big project, very complex. A lot of hours have gone into this machine, so it was nice to get behind the wheel. And yeah, getting used to the new Honda power unit and these new cars. So yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, it was very special. Yesterday with Lance and today, with me in the car, it was special for us. Obviously, the first car made by Adrian, and together with Honda and Aramco, and all these new rules, and especially the last, I think, 2 weeks has been very, very intense at the factory, trying to have the car ready, and we just made it to Barcelona in the last 2 days. So, I mean, a tremendous effort from everyone. I think it was phenomenal the last 48 hours, and thanks to everyone in the team here at the factory, and looking forward to Bahrain now.
You mentioned Adrian. We've seen him here in the paddock this week, walking around, checking out the car. So what are your first impressions of this debut Adrian Newey Aston Martin design?
Yeah, I think everyone is super motivated when we see him in the garage, taking care of all the details. I see all the mechanics, the faces. Everyone is looking at him, trying to spot something that maybe he comment about the car or he wants to improve. So has been as always. I think he's teaching us always something.
We have all the aero guys here and all of the senior people here, which is normal for this type of thing. We have a brand new car, brand new power unit. It's the biggest change in really the history of F1. It's so nice to be involved in that and to be at the front of that, alongside Esteban, leading the way in terms of how we're going to develop the car, how we're going to change things. I've never had that opportunity before. I've gone from spec series in F4, F3, F2, and last year Formula One, it was essentially a carryover of the previous years. There was no change in regulation, which is also nice, but this big change is fantastic, and I really feel like as drivers we can get stuck in and make a difference as well.
We got a huge amount of data to look at. Really, again, aero characteristics is very, very different on the PU side. There's lots to digest as well. So, but we got a week to digest everything and improvement in plans for Bahrain. So, in terms of generating data, this kind of running, doing more than 100 laps in the morning, it's very, very important. But not just quantity. The quality was much better this morning as well. So, just making progress. But this afternoon, really focused on having another good session.
Yeah, I think it was certainly one of our better days, or our best day here this week. More than 140 laps, some good mileage for the car and for all the components. And on the PU side, it's important for us to get that sort of mileage. Many lessons there again. That we're obviously analyze now and reflect. So a lot of info to digest next week and reflect on, and then obviously regroup and go again in Bahrain.
Overall, can we tick this one off as being a productive shakedown for the team as a whole?
Yeah, I think for first timers, new power unit. Of course, we knew there's going to be it's going to be bumpy. There's going to be issues, but we worked through them, and we'll continue to do so. But I think all in all, positive week. Like I said, I think we're obviously just at the beginning. Many findings and learnings. Day by day as we go, but it's been good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Shakedown is literally just to put the car on track and test if everything is running. Obviously we expect all these issues, small issues that we had here and there, because that's why the Shakedown is for. So I'm happy. The team is, I would say, happy that we have managed to do some laps in the morning, and hopefully this afternoon with Nico, he managed to put some mileage on the car and improve a few topics that are ongoing right now, and we're going in the right direction.
Yeah, I must say a lot feels different to what I've felt in my entire career in Formula One. So there is quite a lot of sort of references to reset. Even you can't really compare with any other car from what I've driven in the past. Would not really be like fair comparison. But yeah, it's definitely a car that will take some time for all of us to adapt to fully understand and get on top. But yeah, it's a nice challenge ahead.
I think biggest takeaways is that, well, first of all, I'm proud of everyone working so hard and being here, you know, with the car. But also first takeaway is that we still have a long way to go. We still have lots of problems to solve and a bit of a mountain to climb, but we are getting there step by step. Each run we're getting better and more together as a team. Each run we are solving issues and going forward, so that's good.
You know, we obviously starting to explore now the car, the setup, directions we want to be taking. So yeah, I think it's starting well.
Any surprises?
More than surprises, issues all around. You know, with the power unit, with the car, with the few electronics issues. But I think this is great that things are happening here, and we have a lot of work ahead of us. Obviously, being a new team, even more. So yeah, exciting times.
The target for this week was very much Shakedown. You know, try and remove all of the different. Well, you know, taking off various tests, various kind of things that are less performance orientated. They're more to do with reliability and ensuring that we have a stable platform. And I think that's be pretty much the same up and down the pit lane. And then Bahrain, it's much more of a focus on performance, actually trying to see how fast can we actually make the cars go. And there hasn't been much of that so far. It's been primarily ensuring that we work through different programs, testing different parameters, testing things at different extremes, and also working through, you know, any niggles that have appeared. So I think what we'll see more in Bahrain is attention will turn to performance instead of reliability.